Who's up and about? It's your boy Cavex. It's a late night tonight, man. I feel a little bit more in a better mood now that I got some things resolved yesterday. I attempted to do a live. Yo, how you been? I've been good. We got Elliot Hill, a few others that have just entered the live chat, man. I appreciate you guys still coming out to show love and getting the notifications that when I go live. This really does give me some type of motivation to get back on the good YouTube space because I do miss it from time to time. So um, I'm slowly coming back and want to do this more often and talk to you guys about you guys updates and give you some great quality content. But I did a live yesterday talking about an incident that happened to me that was pretty devastating. And he said, "Yo, in a minute, all love, motivation, brothers, stay blessed. I appreciate y'all most definitely." I got on briefly. It was a little bit later when I did a live, and I was talking about an experience that a poor experience that I went through yesterday that was pretty traumatic. Well, I wouldn't say like traumatic, but it was irritating. I think traumatic's a little bit too exaggeration. Let me be more accurate with my words. It was more irritating and surprising how this situation played out at a Walmart yesterday. And it goes to show me that the spirit of people and the spirit of the overall sentiment of people are just we in some dire times right about now. And specifically as far as with I'm gonna go into the gender aspect with women that are completely out of control, totally out of line with how they've been acting and how they've been responding. And somebody said, "Hope all is well." Oh yeah, everything is good. I guess I can get on here and express my thoughts of what took place yesterday, since we got some more people that's coming to the live right now. But it was wild what I experienced yesterday. So to get into it, I might as well share it to you guys while you're here. So I went to a Walmart yesterday. It was the last minute. I was coming home, and I wanted to get myself prepared for the week to get me some items to cook some food. So 30 minutes was the time limit of what was left until the Walmart closed. So I'm trying to rush in there, get my items, and get the heck up out of there so I can get my stuff to prepare for the week. So I go inside the Walmart, get everything I need. I get the chicken, I get all the different things that I had in my mind of what I wanted to do for the week or cook for the week. So I grab all my items, and as I told you guys, it was about to close in like 30 minutes. I think at the time when I got to the lane, it was about, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes left. So I'm inside the Walmart, and they have one lane open. I'm talking about at least like 20, 30 people standing in one line, right? Makes no sense. And there was a white lady that was right behind me, in agreement, like, yo, this doesn't make any sense why they can't open up other lanes. So I'm in there, and, we're waiting and waiting, and some person with, putting their thinking cap on for once, because, there tends to be incompetent people who work at Walmart all across the board, people who work there and people who shop there, which I'm not a fan, but it was at the last minute. So I needed to get what I needed to get. So they decided to open up another lane, which was, as I remember it, clearly was 21. You know how they do the call out. Anybody who's needs a self checkout is open at 21. Come on down. So you got to move with your feet. So I quickly darted over there to lane 21, get my stuff, my items, and even the white lady that was behind me. We We moving with a purpose. So I put all my items inside of the conveyor belt. Well, almost all my items. For the most part, I was just had a few more to go. Laid them on the conveyor belt. Then all of a sudden, when it's about time for the person to ring my stuff up, I see some chick that comes over, this black chick, jumps right in front of me, in front of the line, and tries to play it off, like props her stuff on top of my stuff, and looks at the cashier to get her stuff rung up. So I looked at her, and I'm like, yo, you just cut me. And she said, no, I didn't. I was in front of you in the other lane. I'm like, this is a new lane. You just cut me. And she was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. And I said, chick, you got a lot of nerve for cutting me in line while I'm about to ring up my items. And then she was like, I don't know who you calling a chick. I ain't no chick. And so, now at that point, I'm pissed off. And I said, I'm talking to you, chick, chick, chick. And I repeated it 3 times. I said, did I stutter? And so she looked at me like, oh, no, he didn't. Who's he talking to? Like, I can't believe he talking to me like that. Oh, yeah, I'm dead serious. So, we get into this little back and forth. And then the thing that pissed me off, you got this other little dumb broad that's the cashier who's a butch, wannabe boyish looking. She looked like an immature little boy in the face. And she gonna say, well, well, technically, she was in front of you in the other lane, so really I'm supposed to ring her up. And she was like, thank you, thank you. And I'm sitting there like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Because it's a rule of thumb when a new lane comes open, it's first come, first serve. And so I'm like, and that's what I expressed too. It said the same thing that no, it's first come, first serve. You too slow. You need to hurry it up. You didn't get over here fast enough. So then she gets pissed off, and like I said, she's still talking trash in the background, and then gets belligerent and starts to threaten me, talking about, so it's all right, I'm going to see you outside. I'm going to see you outside. I got something waiting for you. Come outside, come outside. And I'm like, is this chick serious? So now you're going to threaten me, right? After you just cut me in line, and now you going to turn around and threaten me? Oh, we're not even about to do this. So I grab my stuff, and I go towards the exit, and the little hallway before the sliding doors open up. And I see her, and she sees that I'm in there, and she's waving me on to come outside. So she's circling the parking lot. I'm like, oh, yeah, this chick done lost her mind. Now, I'm doing my critical analysis is that, especially when you're dealing with females, that they can manipulate the situation because, I'm doing my cross elimination of the situation, which is I can go out here, get into an altercation with this chick, and something pop off, and then it turns around and blows up in my face. I said, nope, I'm not even about to do this. It's not even worth it. I'm just going to call the cops. You want to play games? Because that's what, women love to do. I did one of their numbers, and I acted like I'm a Karen. Yeah, y'all aware of how Karens get down? I'm calling the cops. That's exactly what I did. Told them everything. Yo, I don't know if this lady is she talking about she got something waiting for me in the parking lot. I don't know if that's an empty threat, but I'm not willing to take that chance. Can I get an officer out here? So, they eventually show up. The cop really wasn't much of help. He gets there. I tell him it didn't even really seem like he was in tune to what I was saying. He kept looking behind him, and you know, I expressed to as much as I could to him of what just took place, and he was like, "Well, where your car at?" And I was like, "It's over there to the left." And so he was like, "Well, I'll follow you over there." And then as I'm walking over to my car, he didn't follow me. And then when I look over to my right in the parking lot, there's another vehicle with a group of girls waving me on to come to their car. So, and then the thing that just really blew my mind was behind me, I hear some eyewitness or bystander, I guess that was inside of the store, telling the cop's partner a completely different story, talking about how, yeah, he was up in there getting aggressive with her and he was about to hit her. He was about to hit her. And I'm sitting there like, what? I never even raised my hand to this chick. She was the one who threatened me. Now, mind you, they didn't say anything to me when I explained to my side of the story the first time when I first saw the cop outside of the Walmart. But it's just a simple fact that this is crazy that I got to go through this. Get into a whole altercation over nothing. Complete waste of time. And it just goes to show me that these women are out of control. They have lost their mind, especially when it comes to quote unquote women of color or AKA black broads. Okay? I don't know what is getting into y'all as far as where y'all are this emboldened to talk crazy to a grown man at that, who's twice your size. So, I was more satisfied when I was able to report, because the thing that I didn't like with that butch chick that she wanted to decide to be Captain Save a Hoe at the cashier. Oh, I definitely was getting myself prepared for her to be accountable as well for ringing her up, because that was out of line, and then you want to enable her and think that it was okay for her to cut me in line. So first thing in the morning, I call. No, I didn't call. I went to the same Walmart, reported her to the manager, and she said, "Oh, that is totally unacceptable." She had no business getting in front of you. She was like, "It don't even matter that it was a different lane or she was in front of you in another lane. It's first come, first serve." She was not supposed to ring that customer up. And she said, "I will be holding her accountable and talking to whoever was a supervisor that night." Come to find out, they weren't even supposed to have one lane open. It's normally supposed to be three lanes open to get them out quicker. She said they could have put the self checkouts to move it faster. And so, which to my estimation, they probably didn't want to set up the registers because it probably requires programming and stuff that, things of that sort. So they were lazy. So the whole store that night was in chaos and out of order from what their standard operations and procedures were anyway. So she's like, "You can call down corporate if you want to put the supervisor to talk to their head." I'm like, "Yep, calling corporate, same thing." They were appalled of the type of behavior that took place that night. So I'm cool, because that's who I really want to attack, is that cashier. That I'm not about to sit here and allow you to enable this dumb broad thinking that it's okay to cut somebody in line. Are you out of your mind? How inconsiderate is that to me, who got here, who's paying my money? She need to get her behind, need to get in the back of the line. But that's my story. But I'm a lot calmer now after everything that took place, and we got it resolved. But it's just crazy to me that it even has to get to this point that we are literally defending degeneracy, lawlessness, and literally trying to display it as though this is righteous behavior. Like, y'all really about to team up against me and think that she's in the right? Oh, okay. All right. Like I said, I ain't got no problem acting like a Karen, especially when it comes to um, females of this era. I'm snitching. I'm telling it all, because I already know how the modern women of today's standards, they want to play that game, want to call the police. Yeah, I feel harassed. He's harassing me. This, that, and the third. Okay, cool. I'm gonna report to your superior, and then I'm gonna report you for making empty threats. Because you think I'm about to just allow you to threaten me as I'm walking out the and you circling around? I don't know if she's trying to intimidate me or what. Because it's not a simple fact that I felt intimidated, but it's off the principle that no, this is unacceptable behavior. And then the thing that really pissed me off was with the Bush chick when we were getting into the back and forth. She was like, "Come on, man, you over here making a scene," but she's not making a scene by making blatant threats. Talking about some, "Meet me outside. I got something waiting for you." Like, what? I wasn't even talking about violence. I kept it on the point of, you cut me a line, lady. The heck? Let me see what y'all talking about. And just glad to see you were back, brother. I'm here from the beginning and always, and love and motivation on my end. Hey, Emmanuel, I appreciate the kind words. Always keep your head up, remain positive and extravagant, my brother. Appreciate you. She is totally tripping. No respect. Thank you. So we got to resolve though. Because I've had situations like this before that were similar with customer service. This is the first time I've gotten into it with a customer. Normally, if I have an issue, it's with somebody who works for the company that did something or foul, I should say. But in this situation, it was both parties. This don't make no kind of sense, man. There's got to be some type of order or something that we got all these spaces that's taking place that are a lot of complaints from men of how women are acting out of control. No type of decorum. You're not ladylike. Very disrespectful and emboldened, and there's no fear whatsoever. And as far as I'm concerned, you're too liberated to the point where you got all these freedoms where you feel like nothing, you are invincible. And that's why certain things need to be put into place because you are abusing your position. Don't get me wrong, that women can be a beautiful thing, but they also can be a toxic thing when it's not controlled. Yeah, I'm going to use words like control because how things that are taking place, you are out of control. And the thing that I don't like is the manipulation. Mind you, what I said earlier. The woman tried to vilify my position to make it seem like I'm the aggressor. And that, he tried to hit her. You see how they have to add different narratives to make it sound convincing, knowing good and well that because this is the thing about with the modern women today. Femininity is a beautiful thing and um, the greatest compliment when assigned to masculinity. But the problem lies is that women are using femininity as a cloak and manipulation tool when it suits you best, which is essentially phony. It's not naturally you. It's not your natural essence to behave in that manner. You're using femininity when it's convenient, when it suits you the best in a situation that favors you, such as playing the victim. I'm a woman, little old me. The big bad man tried to hurt me. But when nobody else was around, now all of a sudden you turn into a monster. You turn into a complete monster. You aggressive, disrespectful, but then when it's time for you to be held accountable, now all of a sudden you slip back into your femininity and the sensitivity. It's crazy to me. Crazy to me. But hey, brother, do you respectful? It says that's why I tend to go to Target, Trader Joe, etc. for groceries. Yeah, man. I mean, valid, all valid points. I thought I can't say that I thought about it myself as far as to switch up, but you got to understand that this was the last minute. This was the last minute, and Walmart was the only store that was open for a department store. So I was trying to get what I needed and get out. By the time Target, Trader Joe, all those other places are closed. It's 11. We talking about 11:50 or so at night. So it's late. There's not much going on, but I needed to get something because I had to do some work in the morning because, of course, you guys don't know now, I have another business where I own a house cleaning business. So I had to make sure that there's certain tasks that takes place. So I want to get my stuff ready in the morning so I ain't got to do this the next day trying to look for groceries and stuff like that because it wasn't a lot of stuff that I got, but that's all valid. That's all valid. What the point that you just made. If you would have reacted any other way and you would have had been arrested. Exactly. That's why I knew better. That's why I didn't call her out her name. I didn't say, what you say to me, ho? I slapped the blah, 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 blah. No, not doing none of that. You got all these people looking around me. I kept it on the topic of you cut me. The worst thing that I could have possibly said to her in her mind was I referred to her as chick. I could have called you something else. Worse than that. I didn't even do that. I was respectful enough to call you a chick to say that you got a lot of nerve. Talk about some who you calling chick? I know you ain't calling me a chick. Oh yes I am, chick. Just to let it burn even more. Chick, chick, chick. What? Did I get your pronouns messed up? You want to be referred to he, them, and they? Huh? Is that it? F out of here. Stop it. This is nonsense. But like I said, I'm cool now. I'm cool. I'm relaxed. We got it resolved. Nothing took place. I was able to control the situation. I think that I handled it pretty well because it could have escalated, could have pissed me off even more. I could have completely just lost it, went off, But nah, I still believe that I maintain a decent frame, as what they would call. You got to stay in frame, fellas. You got to stay in the frame. Whatever terminology that they come up with, even though I don't use that crap, but still, to assess the situation properly. Because that's one thing that men, especially if they are in that type of situation, that goes for male and female, really, especially in those type of situations, that you gotta keep some type of decorum about you. It doesn't speak well of you as you just go balls to the wall. It just doesn't. You really gotta understand when it's appropriate to put your foot down, which I did. I still put my foot down. It'd be different if I just let her go. Like, well, she's a woman. She can go in front. Get the F out of here. She can go in front of me. But I love how the Butch shit was completely biased of her position. I'm like, man, get out of here. I'm about to play these games. So say says, if you would have, oh, okay, this is the same comment as earlier. But yeah, man. But I think this feels good, especially with me venting to you guys and letting you know what I experienced recently. But it's cool though. We in a good place. Um, things are well. Things are moving forward. I've been focusing on business, and that's why a lot of the content that I plan on doing is going to be a bit of a shift. It's still going to be entertaining, but I want to give you guys some real solid gems and values and things that I've been learning across the way. And I think that it would be beneficial to you all, that you guys can get something out of this. Um, with the content that I have in my mind, and I'm putting everything together. And you know, once again, I do appreciate the guys, the people who have been still here since day one, and I really appreciate that. And so, um, yeah, I thought I'd just share my thoughts. Like the title is "Let's Talk," and that's what we did. We talking. I let it out. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. You gotta let it breathe. You gotta woosah. What they say, woosah. You know, get it off your chest. Sometimes it's good to vent. Let things out. You gotta be heard. And that's why I can appreciate y'all, man, because y'all definitely see it from a balanced view. You know, she probably didn't grow up with a good man in her life. Yeah, more than likely not. She probably didn't know who her daddy was. All that. No home training, none of that. Because she wasn't young and she wasn't necessarily old. She looked like she probably was like 28, 27. Just got a nasty attitude. Like you fit every stereotypical statistic of what they say a black woman how they act. But whoa, don't say black woman got an attitude. Oh, don't describe a black woman as being an angry black woman. Oh, no, 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 no. How dare you? Don't you dare talk about a black woman like that. Don't you know that's a myth? Trying to stereotype and put us in a box. Oh, okay, well, she definitely put y'all in a box last night. For sure. She let it be known. She didn't even try to hide it. Okay? She let it be known that yes, we out here. She been told to treat men like doormats. More than likely. More than likely. Miss Independent, yeah, but she straight up when she heard my tone of voice when I told her, did I stutter? You think I'm about to go back on my word of what I said and think that, oh, who you calling chick? You thought that was going to change anything? You thought my position was somehow like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a chick. Get the F out of here, please. Chick, you picked the right one, all right? Stop it. I swear, man, this crap is getting wild because I ain't never gotten to a encounter in a department store with a customer and semi a associate. This is wild, unbelievable. So it is what it is. You know, like I said, I feel a lot better now. I got it off my system, got it off my chest, and we good. We good over here. So I gotta head back home and get some projects done before I lay it down. But I appreciate y'all, the ones that did come tonight and see what I had to talk about. So be looking out for more lives and more content that is coming very, very soon. And you know, best best of wishes to all of you who have been here rocking with me. And I think you guys would be really ready for a treat. It says we got one message. It says, "Do you use Instagram or not, brother? I follow, fucks with you on the on you there, brother. Stay blessed." Yeah, I got an Instagram handle. I haven't posted in a while, but I plan on using Instagram again. But I mean, if you want to, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on IG. My IG handle is. Can I type? I think I could type this. Can I type it in the chat? It's changed. YouTube has changed so much. I don't even know 100% how to do this. Stay safe, stay real, man. You got to. But yeah, my handle is, what is my handle? It is I'm period Kev X. I think that's it. And then Twitter, I think it's the same. I think it's I'm KE. I think it's no period, but I think it's I'm Kev X on Twitter. So yeah, I might leave this live up for a little bit too, because I know I normally private the lives, but I just wanted to see who was gonna pop in. But I see y'all out here front and center, and that's why when you guys are here in support, it really does motivate me to want to get back up on here because I know I got real supporters. Like honestly, y'all are thorough, absolutely. Because I know the YouTube space. It's just tired, man. I'm tired of seeing the same content. I'm tired of seeing the same talking points, and people are just copying and pasting the same exact thing. There's um, no unique perspective. There's a lot of things that are left to be imagined and leaving off on the table that needs to be on the table. Let me hop on IG so I can see you on there. I'll rock with you, brother. Bless up, man. I appreciate you, bro. I really do. Y'all really don't know. Like this feels good to be on live, man. I miss doing this, sitting back on the bench and seeing everybody else do their thing, which is cool, because like I said, I don't really find too many people with a balanced view. They're really biased, like they're really really biased. They stick to a certain ideology, whether it makes sense or not. They sticking to it. They say, yo, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's just like, there's a little bit more. I need some little bit more meat on this bone. There's some things that you think that you're absolute on. Nah, you're missing something. There's more to it. We need some more meat on the bone, guys. I just found you. I throw you a follow. I always rock with you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. So yeah, Bless up. I appreciate y'all, man. Absolutely. Always love, motivation, my end. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna get up off here. Y'all gonna be hearing from me soon. And hey, enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.